Well, good evening, everybody. My name is Brad Gregory, CEO of 𝐒𝐲𝐤𝐵 Place. I want to thank you for joining us tonight. We are at our friend's shop. There's a lot of cool stuff in here. Let's go check it out. Ho, 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 everybody.
Merry Christmas! Welcome to our home away from home.
Well, thank you so much. We are with our friends Fred, Laura, and Daisy, and they are very big friends of 𝐒𝐲𝐤𝐵 Place, and we'd like to ask them, how they got involved with 𝐒𝐲𝐤𝐵 Place and why they stay involved with us.
Well, I got involved years ago when Dottie kind of brought me in and asked me for some help, and kind of been around ever since. And from this point on, it's really about continuing her legacy.
Well, very nice. Well, all this cool stuff, I know there's a lot of history behind, a lot of story behind it. Let's check out some of this stuff. What is Daisy sitting on?
Daisy's sitting on a chopper bike that was built for the race car driver Dale Earnhardt Jr. We were fortunate enough to be able to pick it up, and it just kind of sits in here. It's a museum piece at this point.
And that bike?
This bike is a bike that we got that was previously owned by Nicolas Cage. So he rode it back and forth to the studio when he was filming movies, and we picked that up a few years ago as well.
Funny story about it though is when my dad saw the marker on it, he thought that somebody had scribbled on it, so he was gonna wipe it off.
And it was
the autograph, yeah. So.
Before we get back to those cars, this car has a skeleton in it, and it looks fast.
Yeah, both these cars are dragsters. This bottom one's 189 mile an hour, 1,000 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 1.1 seconds. So my middle daughter drove both of these when she was 16, 17, 18 years old. So quite the piece of machinery there.
Sure is. Well, let's go check out some of this other
Well, grab a drink on our way.
Oh, this looks like a sidecar. Is this the signature drink of the Stroll?
This is it.
Cheers.
All right. Well, thank you. Let's go. So this car is really nice, and I couldn't help but see the license plate that says 2.3 on it, GPA. Not sure what that means.
Well, 2-point GPA was actually my GPA when I graduated high school. So I was embarrassed about the GPA for a long time, and then I finally figured out that I wasn't going to let it define me, and now I own it, and I'm proud to have a 2.3 GPA, and very successful moving through my career and my life. A lot of help from a lot of people, and I'm glad I'm here.
Well, that's great. So we're gonna go on. There's stories behind all these cars. Which was the first car purchased by you all?
Well, the first car was this 1999 Dodge Viper. It's the first car that I got in this collection. When I bought it, I thought I would never have another extra car. So it was kind of the first trophy that I bought myself, thinking I would never have any more.
Which car is faster, this car or the Volkswagen?
No, yeah, it would depend.
Well, let's move on. This car right here looks very familiar.
So yeah, this car is a 1979 Trans Am. This was my dream car when I was in high school. Always wanted one. As an adult, looked for one for many, many years. Finally found one. It was almost to my liking. We purchased the car, brought it here, finished the car, and now it's just like we like. We go out and enjoy it occasionally, and just have fun with these old classics.
Well, that's tremendous. Is there a car here that has sentimental value to you?
Yeah, probably the most sentimental value car here is a 1949 Buick up here. That was the first new car that my mom ever bought. So it was certainly a sentimental buy when I found it. Just one of those things that you just have to have. Told the guy my story, and he said, "Look, it's yours." So yeah, brought it home, and occasionally we get to go out and drive it. My oldest daughter used it in her wedding a few years ago, so that was certainly cool. So yeah, all the sentimental value just kind of ties right in.
Daisy, is there a car that is your favorite or you like to be in?
My favorite is this one because it has horns and it's red, and I like red. And on the last day of school, I picked my friends up in it.
Did your friends like being in the car?
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
How fun is that?
You got a lot of waves and honks and cheers.
Well, Laura, is there a car here that you particularly like or brings back memories?
Yeah, the most special one for me would be the Jeep over here. Daisy and I like to cruise around town in this one, right? The dog gets to come with us in this one. It's probably the most special to me because my dad taught me how to drive on one of these. Didn't look anything like this, but when I was about 9, 10 years old, he taught me how to drive out in the woods in it, so it brings back a lot of great memories.
Well, I know there's a lot of story behind every one of these cars, but we're gonna right now head up to the mezzanine. So we are now up here in the mezzanine, and there's a lot of cool stuff up here too. What's some of the stuff over here against the wall?
Well, we have a collection of guitars. I don't play guitars, but I like the ambiance of them. Most of them are autographed, so they're pretty cool to hang out with. We also have a 𝐒𝐤𝐤𝐞 shirt up there, which Laura can tell us a little bit about.
Yep, that was given to us the night that we won Lightning Community Heroes. Fred and I were the first couple to ever receive the award, and we got it on Valentine's Day.
Right, and the funds went to the kids' place. So we're very proud of that.
Very grateful. And behind me, I see a Mona Lisa. I'm just wondering if it's authentic.
Yeah, that's actually the real Mona Lisa. So everybody that thinks that the real one's in the Louvre, they're wrong, but please do not give my address out because I don't want them coming here and taking my Mona Lisa.
So we had a great time tonight, and we want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. I want to thank you for your support. I also want to thank the 𝐒𝐤𝐤𝐵s for their support and everything they've done for A Kid's Place.
No, you're very welcome, and certainly at Christmas time, dig deep for the kids' place. You know, there's time, treasure, and talent. Pick 2 of them, and let's go out and make this community a better place for all of us.
Well, cheers, everybody.
Cheers!
Cheers.
Back to y'all in the studio.